it's Petunia Gal, and we are back over in the Planet Zoo. Hope you're having an awesome day. Let's get to it and see what fun we can have today. So, I have some good news and some bad news. So, the good news is we had a message that our Tasmanian devil had gotten offspring or was going to have offspring. Unfortunately, then we got a notification that the Tasmanian devil has died of old age. So, yep, that's, yeah. So, we're gonna have to call the vet. I was so excited. Like, yay, we're gonna have Tasmanian devil babies. No, no, we're not. But there is something, and I've never looked into it before, but there's memorials here, so we can actually get a memorial of this. Let's see, plaque. What do we got? Editable sign, limestone, plaque, editable sign, brass, or just a screen. Let me see about the limestone. What do we got? So I'm thinking if we make it, let's see, over here, and we'll make like a wall, of animals. Why is it doing that? V. No. Okay. I'll just hit X and X again to get it to turn the other way. Like that. We'll make a better one, but there we go. Because I think I'll stick with having separate. Look at this. Look at this fence, guys. Oh my gosh. It says it's 65%, but I don't believe it. So I really want to get some habitat barriers that I make because, man, the barriers in this is just crazy. We do have some more barrier research that was done, so we can get more barriers, guys. Let's see. I think, anyways. I don't. We do concrete, which I think I may do. So if we go up, for now at least. And is this. Well, I don't think that they can't climb, anyways, I don't think. So I'm going to go around like this. And I'm going to leave this area here. And we'll make this area. Oh no. Did it wrong. I didn't actually put. I think we'll stop it here. And then I'll do concrete. Okay. There we go. And I kind of want to do a different color. Just because. Let's see. What do we want to do? I think we'll do that. We can pick out of these colors. Kind of think like a brown kind of color. Maybe one of these that's already done. I don't think we want to do super dark. I kind of like that, actually. Okay. I think we'll stick with that. And then we'll make this the same, but I want to do window and one-way glass. Want to do one-way glass? And then let's see, we can also go to here. And there we go. I'm gonna make it the right way around. We could do a curved top barrier. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think we'll stick with that. And then we can always bring this up because I don't think we need a lot of concrete around the windows. That's the wrong way. So we'll take that. I can't tell like what exactly it's changing, but I think that's good. So let's hit I. I really like that. And then I think what we'll do is go ahead and hit I on this. Oh, maybe I didn't need to do that. Okay. And then we will just, actually, no, I'm just going to move it. Because I don't want it in the way. So what I think I'll do is make one over here. Maybe make it kind of blend in eventually instead of having this stand. But we'll put one here. Nope, that didn't work. Hit I again. There we go. And this time I will duplicate it over to here. And then we'll do Z. Hold Z down and rotate it like that. And put that right there. Okay. That's cool. That's pretty neat. So that way it won't, hopefully, won't get broken down so fast because, man, it's just super fast. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit play. Unfortunately, our Tasmanian devil is going to... Yeah, that's so sad. Okay. So we're going to have to find a new female. So let's go to animal trading. Why is that? Wait. Why is that selected as the animal market? Huh. That's weird. Isn't that the one we just had? 3.5 years. I guess not. This is a different one. But the fertility is like 0. I don't think that's gonna work. I guess I'll adopt it. Kind of weird, because that's the same name that the last one had. We'll put her in the quarantine. So let me know. Should we do the memorials for the animals or not? I think we're going to build for the penguin next. Oh gosh, the penguin is 12. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. The penguin is 12 years old. Okay. Zoopedia. About to inbreed. What? Hold on. I think I was too late. Why? Okay, let's see. Offspring. Okay. Well, that's not good. All right, so... Wait, why is this guy not hidden? X. I guess we could have it popping up a little bit, like just like the speaker. Kinda. I don't know. And go here. Would be this area. Okay. Let's make it that color. I wish you could do an eyedropper. That'd be awesome. We'll do that color. Cool. Totally blends in. Okay. Not really what I needed to do. But education is not great for this guest. Thirst. Maybe we put another... Let's see. I put the... Oh, I wanted to show you guys that this is crazy. Look at this. There's way too many people here. I don't know. Not exactly sure what to do with that. But it is what it is, I guess. So let's see. I think what we'll do, we'll go to facilities and we'll go to guest facilities and drinks. Bring that down. Okay, so do a Street Fox coffee. So we don't have anything over here. I may just do a Street Fox coffee right here. I hate to have all these vending machines. Vending machines break down way too fast. But for now, I'll do a vending machine. We'll have the coffee and a gulpy right there. And then, did I not put any benches around here? Probably not. I haven't really gone out this far yet. So what we'll do is I'll go... Why are these guys just... Okay. Are they good? They're good. All right. So let's see. We got Oceania benches. So we'll put a couple of these here. And we'll put some on this side. I could have sworn I put some... Oh, there's a trash can, but... Alright. Put benches down there. And then I also want to get the trash can. Put one on this side of the benches. Put some over here by the vending machines. And the benches over here. I'm going to put just one in the corner. And one over there. Okay. Might want to get some more. We just got to keep an eye out on the litter situation. So I think where I want to put the penguins is over here, but I don't know. I really want to be able to build up a water area. So I was wondering if we go to barriers. Let's try this real quick. Thick glass. If I do this and I put a barrier along here, I'm going to... You're supposed to be able to use a shortcut of plus and minus to like lengthen the stuff, but it doesn't work for me. So what I usually do is just place it and then, you know, make it bigger after that. And then I'm also going to do that. So what I'm thinking is if I build an area around this, like so. This is still kind of short, but if I build it around like this, so let's select this. We'll select the whole thing by using this and bring it up. And I wonder, let's see if this will work. If I select like this one and have this go off here. Oh, like that. So my initial thought here was to have this area filled with water and then have kind of a step up to get the penguins from this front area to the back area. But then I realized that that is technically two different habitats and that they would be considered escaped if they got over there. So we don't do anything like this. So now we'll go ahead and look up these little penguins and what they want as far as the nature. And I do kind of forget like what all three of those are. But since we are doing water in this habitat, I do go ahead and in the end up using some of the just aquatic stuff because I really love the rocks and plants in that. But we go ahead and look up that. And like I said, my initial thing was to get some kind of a walkway up here to the water area up at the top so that the guests could actually see the penguins, you know, swimming around in the water. But that did not work, unfortunately. Let me know if there's something I'm not thinking of for that. If there's a way to make it work. I tried to add some walls to see if those would kind of hold in the water, but they didn't. So I figured the glass pieces in the game wouldn't do that either. And so let me know if that is the case or not. But go ahead and make a little bit of a, I guess you want to say walkway or ramp to get to that area. And this is where I finally decide to kind of work on getting the path situated. I know the keepers and everybody can walk through any of this, but it just looks weird. So I don't want to do it. But go ahead and just move things around mostly using just X to just slide it over a little bit. And I decided I wanted to put a keeper hut here, and so I was looking at to see where the other keeper hut was, but I still feel like it was too far away. So go ahead and put one here, and I also put down a keeper, and I think I forgot to look at some of the people's money that they're being paid, but we'll look at that later. And just to get one over here to the penguins, and then go ahead and get them in, because I do realize that it would probably be pretty handy to actually have the penguin in here, because I have no clue if they can traverse this rock bridge area that I made. So first I'm going to go ahead and make a path to this. And I do want this to be seen from both sides. So I want you to be able to see it from this side and the other side, which was going to be for the, deep diving, and you could actually watch them dive and swim. But unfortunately, we can't modify any of the terrain, at least not here that I can tell. So we do look at this guy. He's so small. I can't believe how small these guys are. But look at how cute he is. Oh my gosh. So cute. Super cute. So go ahead and look at this, and I I realize there's no way this little tiny penguin is going to be able to get up to the rock there. So I do H to get the overlay and go to traversable area just to try to get this to work. And I don't show you much because, I just go and change all of it down and add a little bit more here and there. But it got it to work in the end. But again, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted. So let's check out what happened after this. So this is where I went back to check out the traversable area, and I realized it's not going to work because, as you can see, they can technically escape from the other side where the water is. So this may be, I don't know if this is, something that you can get around, but I think these are technically considered two different habitats, so I don't think there's any way we can make it combine like this. So let's get on with what we decided to do afterwards. So, this is a much bigger area than what they need. I kind of think I will make it quite a bit smaller. Just, I don't know. I feel like we don't need this big of an area, right? And I'm going to take this guy. We'll just double click on this. And I have it paused, so I'm just going to go ahead and probably delete all of this. Like that. And then make this, and we'll go down to the curved because I like to use the curved. And you just hit Z to move the curve in or out, whichever way you want it. You can still grab this and move it if you want to do that. But I don't think you can change the curve after the fact. So, I don't know if you would want to do that or not. But I'm going to do this. Stop it right there. It's a lot of water. So I'm kind of afraid they may need a little bit more land. I don't know. Let's go ahead and check it out. So if we click on this little guy, they are so small. And then we hit H. Oh, because I didn't play it yet. Let's go ahead and play. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's fine. Everything's cool. So I'm gonna pause it, and we've got. There's still a lot more land than they need, but they've got enough land. They've got enough water. They got enough diving. So then we start messing with the terrain, trying to get the right ground for the penguins so they'll like it. And they do like a lot of rock, they like a lot of sand. And at first I thought I would put, sand here, rock there, but I kind of like the mixture of it because I have my strength on the brush turned down quite a bit. So as like the longer you leave the brush there, the harder it brushes that particular thing. And I really like the way the combination of the rock and sand and soil worked. So that's what we used in most of it. I used just rock underneath the water, but I think it turned out pretty good and they like it. So, that's what matters, right? So we go ahead and get to, I was thinking about adding the viewing dome, and I had to go ahead and just search for viewing dome because I never can remember where it is, but I need to add it to a favorite. That's what I need to do. But yeah, so I wanted to add that, and I wanted to put it underneath the water so the guests would actually be able to see the penguins swimming above them, but I couldn't get it. I could only get it in that one little spot, which was very annoying, but we got it. And then the next issue was getting the entrance in, and I didn't know quite where to put this, but I looked around and decided just to put it over here on this side where it's going to be kind of by where the guest path is already. I didn't want to put it too close, but I thought this was a good area because I could have it kind of just go around back to the guest path here. And I was trying to figure out about this, why this barrier is going underneath the ground so bad. So I do set, a little bit of this, I think it's the middle button there that I use on the height adjustment, but I don't know. I just work with it until it works. So hopefully you guys will figure it out. I wanted to add it in here, but I don't really know what I did in the end to make it work. But here I just go ahead and I hit I and click and drag and select all those. And you can also click shift to add or control to delete from that selection if you select something you didn't want to or vice versa. So that's a pretty neat little shortcut. I use that all the time. So here I decided to make a little bit of a barrier, I guess you'd say, between the guest path and where the staff is going to be. So I just put in more bushes and moved the trees around just to get it to line up a little better and kind of be a bit of a barrier. I mean, it's not super crazy barrier, but it works out for now. And then it kept aligning to what I didn't want to. Just make sure to hit X and you can just have it where you want and then just move it. So we need to get these guys, well, this guy taken care of, and we need to find another penguin because this one is going to be very lonely if we don't find them a friend. So this one is a male, so let's go ahead and go to animal trading. It's still like the end of their life, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and reset all filters. I'm not gonna get that yet. Oh, we got a little penguin here. And yes, I'm not gonna send it into the habitat since we have other animals in here. So let's go over here. And since quarantine, we can have a lot of little penguins. So I would like to have a lot, but this guy's elderly, so I don't even know how long he's gonna last. But there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and try to get their food and enrichment and all that stuff taken care of. So go ahead and do filter for the species for little penguin. And I'm going to put this little flat feeder here. And I mean, the guests aren't going to be able to see inside the water to check it out, but you know, it's going to be there, and that's all you need to know, right? We can look into it, so it's fine. So I get this jetty bedding, and I decided to try to just put this out into the water a little bit, and also I had to uncheck the randomize option because you know that doesn't quite work when you're trying to do something like this. So I try to get these out, and if you guys know about, you know, when it's doing that weird kind of glitchy look, you just have to move the stuff up and down and side to side, and that usually fixes it. And I wanted to keep these looking like they were attached, you know, where the wood planks aren't, you know, I think they're wood planks, right? They aren't like all weird. So I do try to move these in, but you can see the angle on them is a little weird, and it wouldn't switch to the world axis. There's an option to switch back and forth, but that wasn't the case. So this may not, I don't think this is a gridded item, so that's why it didn't work like that. But I think we got it in the end, and it looks somewhat even. I think it's pretty even because of the, you know, lines on the wood. But I was looking to see what to do on the sides here, and I decided to use this little pole and just put them down around the sides and then along the, you know, edges of the bedding. I don't know why it's called jetty bedding piece, but it looks like a dock to me, so I don't know. But go ahead and put those in. And I was thinking about putting them down, so I went ahead and hit I and just shift clicked all these little ones and then hit X to bring them down to what I think is a little bit more reasonable of a length, but I do want to get something underneath. I haven't decided what to do with that yet, but I do want to do that just to make it look like it's, you know, actually sitting on something instead of just floating. But we put in these, I put in that sprinkler over there, and I went ahead and put this burrow in because I definitely want to put that in. The penguins have, you know, nesting areas in most zoos that I've seen, but unfortunately, I mean, we could make one that looked like a nesting area. It just wouldn't work, but wanted to put the food out here where they're going to be using it in front of the guests. And then I wasn't sure about putting bedding on the jetty bedding. It seems a bit redundant, but I did go ahead and put a couple of those on there just in case. And this is where I was kind of trying to figure out what to do as far as enrichment. So I don't know about the water jets. They just never seem like they're in the right place. But here we go ahead and get this research going because we definitely want to get all of that taken care of. And now we're going to put some education boards out. Favorites. You know, I don't have any ATMs in the zoo either. Need to do that. So I'm going to put these guys around here. And we'll put some as you go this way. And when you come out of here, oh, I need to move that tree. Definitely need to move that tree. That looks so weird. Just go ahead and hit M and move this. I wonder if the penguins like these trees. Oh no, that's... I keep thinking that's an animal, but it's not. It's the balloons floating. Oh, I missed them. I missed them playing in the water. Nope. You're probably done, aren't you? They're so cute. Oh, you're just too cute. Are you gonna play or are you just gonna stand there? If we hit L, we can turn on the light. Gives us a little bit. It's so cute. Look at him running around and oh, look at that. That is too cute. I really wish we could alter the terrain in here, but we can't. We can't like bring it up or down. So that kind of stinks. Okay, so here I was trying to figure out what to do with this. So I wanted to add, since the penguin kind of did a little bit of a slide down the slope there, I thought about putting these rocks on the side going into the water, thinking maybe could get on these and slide down. I'm not sure. They haven't done it yet. But it is super difficult when we can't do anything with the land as far as, pushing things down if we want and all that. So I tried that, and I tried to get it before he actually went in the water, but he was too fast for me, so he was already there. But I don't know if I'm going to keep these. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good idea? Should we have it go all the way down into the water? Because I think this 5 or so, and then I just move on to something else because I'm not quite sure about that. And let me know what you guys think about the editing I've done in here, because I have kind of gone back and forth between the live version while I was actually building and all of that, and then the voiceovers like this. Let me know what you think of that. Do you like it? Do you want me to stick to one or the other? Let me know. So here I go ahead and try to get some more penguins because we need all the penguins we can get, right? And I don't think I remembered to look at the number that the penguins would like, but I also went ahead and got a Tasmanian devil because we need both male and female of those two, because both of ours, I think, have died now. So that's really sad. But they don't live very long, and so it's really hard to keep these guys here and breeding. But I do go select all the quokkas and put them on contraceptives because I don't want any inbreeding going on. We missed kind of stopping the one that we had, and I was trying to decide which of these pandas to keep. I think I'll keep the one that was born here, and I went ahead and I released this one into the wild, and we'll maybe get another male that is more of the age that we have. So I did want to check our goals here. We're gonna get pretty good once we put the kiwis in. That'll make for 6 species, I think, in our zoo. So that'll be really cool. And I did go ahead and get the population handled with the exhibits in between, I think. But yeah, so let's go ahead and put the Tasmanian devils in so they can start doing their stuff. And I did notice there's some trash around here, so I wanted to put some trash cans around. You can see that the only thing this guest is not happy about is not having any bathrooms. So I do go in and find the bathroom for the Oceania pack. So we go ahead and just put this guy in, and hopefully that will make people happy, because, we don't want people running around our zoo angry, right? Like these protesters. So I did not know protesters could protest an animal that's not even in an exhibit yet or a habitat, but apparently they can. And here I just hit I and just shift clicked a lot of these on this side and rotated them, thinking maybe this would make a good bridge, and hopefully the little penguins can get across this. And I just realized that the zookeepers can't get across to that side either, so hopefully they can both use it, and everything will be good, right? That is the hope anyways. So go ahead and get these other penguins in, and I would really like to have a ton of penguins just running around, because I think that would be super cool, because they're so small that it's, really hard to see them in this big old habitat. But I went ahead and made another work zone for the penguins, And I was looking to see if we had a staff room anywhere close, and we don't. So I definitely want to get one of those in. And I wasn't sure whether to put it right here next to the habitat, but I go ahead and put it across from this one. And I was having a little bit of an issue editing that name. I don't know why, but it didn't want to cooperate. So I realized we're on the border of the zoo right here. So we can't put it over here. But the keeper at the quokka habitat can also use this. So I wanted to have it over here. And I didn't want to have steps up to it. Being in a power chair, I want to be, a little bit mindful of that and having ramps instead of stairs if I can. I know it's a game and, you don't have to go with realistic stuff, which, a lot of my stuff isn't totally realistic, but I like to do it when I can. So I wanted to get a restaurant or something, not a restaurant, but a shop or food of some kind in here. So I just double clicked on the building and it let me put this one in. And I wasn't sure why he disappeared from this, but apparently we didn't have any power. So that will be changed in a bit. But we don't have any negative effect on the guests because of the building around it. So that negated all the negative impact, which is super cool. And I went ahead and selected everybody that was still at a 1 star. And down at the bottom, I went ahead and increased. I like to increase their pay by like $20 and then go ahead and train them up. I want to get everybody on the same star level so then we can just come and click the little checkbox and select everybody and say, okay, everybody gets trained. So that was the point. But I go ahead and put everybody, I go ahead and put this whole thing in one work zone because I just feel like it may be a little bit mixed up here. I'm not the best at creating work zones that actually, I don't know, that actually kind of go together. And I may put things in certain work zones that should be in others, but hopefully I did okay. I went ahead and put the people that we needed to in that work zone, a mechanic, a keeper, and we also need to get a vendor. So I hired a couple of vendors actually because I noticed all of our vendors are on a high workload. So you don't want that, right? And I saw this balloon. So you can pop the balloons, and in the anniversary, I don't know if it was just for the anniversary or maybe just for the anniversary balloon, but you could actually pop it and it would have confetti come out, but that was just regular balloons, so I don't know. But I did notice this water was looking a little gross, and so go ahead and get a water treatment facility here. I just decided to put it behind the keeper hut, and I think the trees do a pretty good job of hiding it from the guests, so it works out pretty good, I think. And I don't think we have to do a temperature one, but I go ahead and put that in, put the path in for the workers, and I think that works out pretty good. So let's get to the next thing. We can also select this. See, the cleanliness isn't great, but what we could also do is change the color. So I always like going with like a bluish color. Maybe not that crazy blue, but okay, I'm going to try something real quick because we can also change the transparency. Have it super clear. I just like to be able to see them. I mean, the guests aren't going to be able to see them, but I like the idea that we can see them. So I'm going to have it like that, I think. I don't know what the water, the mist color. So yeah, what's super cool was I haven't even tried this out. So let's go down. Nope, too much. Realized that goes, yeah, that looks a little weird, but that's okay. We can have bubbles. That is crazy. That, yeah, it's bubbles from underneath. I kind of like that actually, but not that much. So let's bring it down. Maybe? I don't know. And then the mist is, I think, above. Yeah, so you got like little mist coming off the water. Not sure if we necessarily need mist coming off the water. It's a cool effect. I like it. Oh, that's so cool. I love this game, guys. I love this game. All right. Look at him. It's so cute. So here we're going to start putting out the rocks and plants underwater. And this is my favorite thing to do because it just adds so much life and just beauty to your builds, because without that, it's just plain. So you do want to make sure. I'm having a lot of problems with these little grasses kind of just trying to align to the surface of the stuff I just put in. So sometimes you got to just kind of move things around to where they're not aligning to certain things, and then just hit X and move things into where you want them to be. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get some of the aquatic plants here because I'm trying for some of these that are just Oceania or anything like that. And this tree I put down just to show you guys you can do this. Just bury trees down in and just have the kind of leaves at the top kind of sticking out. And you got to make sure that you're doing this with animals that don't care about the coverage of the foliage, because if they don't like foliage, then even if these are, all the way down into the ground, they are not going to like it. So that is definitely something to think about. But I wanted to go ahead and add some rocks, and what we could do, and I usually don't, I usually just randomly place rocks forever, but you can kind of mix up your rocks here, kind of put a bunch of them together and then save them into a group. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Just putting some random rocks in, and you can go through the groups and take out certain ones if you think they're too repetitive. And this one I put way into the ground because I don't want any like super big rocks right now. So that I thought was a little bit too repetitive there, so I did move that a little bit. But if you're, burying stuff into the ground, it doesn't matter too much. Go ahead and just hit I and click and drag whatever you're wanting to select and merge it into the scenery group. And then you can just have this one to use wherever you want. It's kind of difficult because you can't just align it to the surface since you do have so many different rocks together, and especially that really, really tall one. So just burying things in really hides the repetitiveness of it. And also, I hit X a lot just to kind of fine tune it when I get it where I want it to be. So it's really nice. I really like having the kind of rocky bed instead of having it just kind of regular concrete or plaster or whatever. And so we'll go ahead and place some of these rocks. Let me know if you guys want to see all of this or if you just want me to kind of say, okay, this is what I did and show it to you. But I did go ahead and start burying some of these into the rock. And I'm not sure if this particular plant is the best one to use. So I do go ahead and just search for the aquatic pack stuff because I do love all the aquatic pack rocks and plants. And this lipstick, I think it's the lipstick palm that I'm using right there. Is it? But yeah, I really like these grasses here. And so I just kind of try to blend in these with the rocks and the ground, just really bury them in. So you can only see kind of the tops of the grasses, which is pretty cool. And you got to be careful with some of them because they'll tend to kind of stick up on the side because you didn't have the angle right. So you definitely have to go like back and forth and around and just make sure everything looks good. And I also wanted to add just a bit of color, so I added these little flowers around as well. I thought it looked pretty good. But let me know if you guys like to put a bunch of this detail under your water in your exhibits or habitats, or do you like more just the concrete with just the basic stuff, maybe drains and decals to make it look like it's water, on the walls and stuff like that? Let me know down in the comments. That'd be super awesome. But I don't know if these would go in there. What is this even called? So you just double click to get inside the group. Spiny headed mat rush. I have no idea. It doesn't say aquatic, so probably not. It doesn't look like something that would be found in the water area, right? But it's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be super realistic. I just want it to look good, right? I I just love this game. I love it. It's so pretty. And these guys are just kind of difficult because they're so small. It's kind of difficult to get a good angle. But I think this is where we're going to end for now. There's lots more I'm going to try to do and see what we can get done with. I mean, I could fill this whole thing up with plants, but we're going to end for now. I'm hoping we can get little penguin babies and get the breed for, I think I just need to breed 2 more animals. And I'm guessing it is because I need to breed 2 more species, which is why I haven't done it. But I don't know if I want to do this, but you guys know me. I just want to try to hide these because they're really not that pretty. But I also don't know if these huge rocks are that pretty either. So I'm not sure. But sometimes the align to surface is really difficult. So just hit X when you get something, at the point that you want it, and then you can just drag it from there. I like that a lot better than trying to deal with it any other way. So yeah, that's where we're going to end for today. Let me know what you guys think. No, we're not totally done. We still have things that we need to do here, but I'm hoping we got a good start. I think I want to move this. Just like move it over here instead of right next to the habitat barrier, but I think that's pretty good. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, definitely hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel or haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell to get notified of videos as they come out. If you have any questions, comments, tips, anything like that, leave those down below in the comment section. Love seeing those, and we'll get back with you as soon as I can. And until next time, I hope you have a super blessed night or day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.